Good afternoon, Wolfpack. My name is Allison Markert, and I have the honor of serving as the 2024-2025 Student Body President here at NC State. Welcome to this year's Chancellor's Fall Address. This marks a highlight of our Red and White Week celebration. This year marks my 4th Red and White Week, and I've grown to learn that it is not solely a time for football games and festivities. It is a celebration of our rich NC State community, our innumerable achievements, and our shared future together. This week reminds us of the unique bond that we all have here at NC State, a bond that inspires us to give back, to connect, and to grow together. As we reflect on the past, I am thrilled to celebrate the accomplishments that have truly defined our university. Under Chancellor Randy Woodson's leadership, we have truly reached new heights, advancing NC State's reputation as a top public research institution. From the Think and Do the Extraordinary campaign to becoming a leader in partnerships with industry and government on our Centennial campus, our efforts have truly transformed our university. Chancellor Woodson has guided us through a period of remarkable growth and innovation. His commitment to student success, research excellence, and community engagement has set a standard for us all. As we prepare to say goodbye during his final year, we acknowledge not only his achievements, but his legacy, including the lasting impact he has made on countless students like myself. We thank you for your vision, your leadership, and your unwavering support for our Wolfpack community. As we look ahead, it's important to recognize that our journey is just the beginning. The Wolfpack 2030 Powering the Extraordinary strategic plan outlines our goals for the future of the university. It inspires us to empower students for lifelong success and impact, and ensuring excellence in research and innovation, and enhancing our engagement within North Carolina and beyond, setting the standard for a modern land-grant university. To my fellow students, let us embody the spirit of connection and collaboration that truly defines our Wolfpack. Let us honor Chancellor Woodson's legacy by fostering a community of unequaled support, unparalleled excellence, and unrivaled opportunity. As we celebrate the fine achievements and rich traditions of our cherished university, let us look ahead with passion, curiosity, and hope. Together, we have the power to shape the future and carry forward the values of our university. Thank you all for being here today, for your dedication to our community, and your commitment to making NC State an extraordinary place for us all. Thank you, and go Pack.
Was it your dream to be a chancellor? If not, what was it?
My dream was to be a rock and roll guitar player.
Oh, that's new. That's new.
Come on, that was my dream. But then I went to school and I started learning science, and then my dream changed to be a scientist. And I became a scientist, and then my dream changed to become a leader. And then eventually I became a chancellor. So I had different dreams at different times in my life, and I bet you will too. I wanted to be chancellor at NC State because I thought it was one of the best universities in the country, and I thought it was a place that had the potential to be even better, and I wanted to be part of that.
Thank you everyone. Oh, come on. Thank you. So I thought this being my last fall address that Ms. Wolf would give it for me. But She actually doesn't talk, so it's not going to work out. I'm sorry, I tried. All right, well, thank you all for being here. And I really want to thank President Hans for being here and our Board of Trustees and so many special guests. This is a great place, and I'm proud that you would all be here today. You know, when I heard that they were going to start this with that video where the College of Education surprised me, I was supposed to be visiting the college, and they took me to an elementary school, and it was a wonderful surprise. But when they said they were going to play that video, I thought, you know, I'm a little uncomfortable then, and I'm uncomfortable now because, you know, this has really never been about my dreams. And so that video was interacting with a lot of young people and trying to help them understand that things would change in their life as they've changed in my life for being here at NC State. And you know, we call this the Chancellor's Address, but really it's your address. But unfortunately, not all of you can give it, so I get to. And every year, I tell you about the things that you've done, or the things that you're doing, or the things that you will go on to do. And I tell you about the inspiring students that are at NC State, many of them over here getting extra credit today, I'm sure, or the incredible research that we do. And I tell you about everything that NC State has recently achieved across our state and around the world. And every year, I ask you all to be proud of your Wolfpack. And I'll get to some of the newest reasons why you should be proud in just a few minutes. But let me say this to begin. You know, people come to this place with dreams and ambitions. And as time passes, those dreams change or they grow. And my dream kept changing because the people I met along the way, starting with family and friends and teachers and mentors. And Susan, she's changed my dreams a lot over the years. She's a little worried about retirement, I've got to tell you. My kids have changed my dreams, and now my grandkids, one of which is in the front row, the newest, Ruby. And so I've tried to serve students, faculty, staff, and the citizens of this great state, and all of you. People come to NC State to further their dreams and to find people who share their dreams with them. And we need those other people in our lives. We need their expertise. We need their wisdom. And we really need their friendship. You know, I tell all the students when they arrive here, find your community. And if it's not a community that builds you up, find a new community. Because we need to surround ourselves with people that inspire us and lift us up. And in hard moments, you need those people. And I've come to understand that NC State University is a dream that we all share. It's an idea that all of us are made stronger when we work together, hence the name Wolfpack. So special is that name. We get to talk about being a part of a group every time we mention our mascot's name. You know, it's a belief that anything worth doing takes a Wolfpack. Now, let me tell you just a sum of what many of you here today, have done over the last 12 months. The 2023-24 academic year was really an outstanding year for our students. 5 of our students received grants from the Fulbright U.S. student programs, so they're studying abroad. 17 received graduate research fellowships from the National Science Foundation. Chemical engineering student Catherine Chanellis won the prestigious astronaut scholarship from NASA. And 3 students from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences earned Boren Awards to study languages all across the globe. And thousands upon thousands of new NC State graduates went forth into this great world. In all, we conferred more than 10,000 degrees across this academic year. Our Wolfpack keeps growing. In fact, 2 months ago, we welcomed our largest fall class in university history. For the 5th year in a row, let me back up. It was the largest class in history for the 5th year in a row. Keeps getting bigger. Although President Hans I think we've about reached the max here, so we're going to need to talk to you about some, more than 7,100 new undergraduates joined us from 98 of North Carolina's counties, 47 states and territories, and 55 countries from around the world. That incoming class includes 1,500 transfer students, and we continue to expand programs like the Community College Collaborative to ensure more people can access an NC State education. Today I've been out on the Stafford Commons talking to students, and I met so many students that are so proud to have begun their career at the great community college system in North Carolina and now find themselves at NC State. And that's a great success story, and it's something we need to celebrate and embrace, because all of us need to look every citizen in the state in the eyes and say there's a pathway for your son or daughter or for you to get to NC State, and we're working hard to make that a reality. And meanwhile, we're doing all we can to ensure every student thrives on our campus. We've created a new Office of Student Life and Advocacy to centralize more student resources, including student leadership and engagement, resiliency, community support, and Greek life. The Pack Essentials program opened a new Pack Essentials hub in North Hall, which is a drop-in space where you can find help with food, housing, and financial insecurity. We launched the One Pack Empowered initiative with the support of Coach Dave Dorn and his wife Sarah to provide coaching and support to an initial cohort of neurodivergent students. We joined the nationwide JED campus program to evaluate and strengthen our programs that support students with mental health challenges or substance use disorder. Our counseling center completed nearly 32,000 clinical appointments with more than 4,500 students while keeping wait times well below the national average for schools our size. And we've also provided more support to our active duty and military affiliated students, including a new $100,000 upgrade to the Jeffrey Wright Military and Veterans Services Center in Witherspoon. Next, I want to turn to our student athletes. Boo Corrigan, this is for you. You know, I should have retired last year. It was an amazing year. But our student athletes combined to make the 23-24 athletic season one for the record books at NC State. In fact, the most successful in the last 50 years. NC State was the only phone finger, the only Division I school in this great nation to have football, baseball, men's and women's basketball all finish in the top 25 in their respective sports. They always clap for athletics, Boosie. And we became the third school ever to make the Final Four in both men's and women's basketball and to reach a College World Series in the same year. We're also the only ACC team to ever achieve that feat. We won 5 ACC championships in men's basketball, women's cross country, gymnastics, wrestling, and men's swimming. In fact, in the last 5 years, we won more ACC championships than any university in the ACC. Women's cross country also won its 3rd consecutive national title. A record 13 current or former NC State students competed in the Olympic Games in Paris this summer. In fact, 2 brought home medals. Diana Snyder claimed the silver for women's tennis, and Catherine Burkhardt won gold in women's swimming and diving. So let me turn from our students to our faculty, who also continue to earn national and international acclaim. While I can't hope to cover everything our faculty have done in one speech, although you know they would like me to, I do have a few highlights that I want to share. 6 of our faculty members were elected fellows of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. 7 received the National Science Foundation Faculty Early Career Award, and 8 were named Fulbright Scholars, helping to make NC State one of only 12 universities in the country to be designated as a top producer of both Fulbright Scholars on the faculty side and students. Meg Day, Assistant Professor of English, was named the Guggenheim Museum's 2024 Poet in Residence. Belle Boggs and Susanna Lee from the Departments of English and History were selected as National Humanities Center's Fellows. And we have 2 new fellows in the National Academy of Inventors. Ken Adler, Professor of Cell Biology and Toxicology in the College of Veterinary Medicine, and Craig Inshow, the William Neal Reynolds Distinguished Professor in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. In fact, Craig Inshow also received the 2024 O. Max Gardner Award from the UNC system and the Board of Governors, which recognizes faculty from across our entire system who have made the greatest contribution to the welfare of the human race. Kind of a big deal. Now, why was Craig honored? Because he helped to develop the sweet potato as a life-changing crop in sub-Saharan Africa. And his Covington cultivar that he released through his breeding program has generated nearly $4 billion in revenue for North Carolina farmers. Last but not least, NC State has the first ever winner of the Millennium Technology Prize, the most prestigious international award for technological innovation. Our own Jay Balaga, let me get this right because it's a long title, is the Progress Energy Distinguished University Emeritus Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Let's see if she can nail that. So he happens to be receiving the Millennium Prize today in Helsinki, Finland, and I was invited, but I wanted to be here with you. So much. So why was Jay honored? Jay pioneered the insulated gate bipolar transistor. Rolls off your tongue. This transistor is credited with saving more energy than almost any invention in the last century. Now, this improves the energy efficiency in cars, in light bulbs, in refrigerators, and so many other electronics. And over the past 30 years, his invention has reduced carbon dioxide emissions by over 82 gigatons. I haven't said gigatons since Back to the Future. That's a lot, by the way. That's a whole bunch of tons. And it's equivalent, to make it relevant to all of you here today, it's equivalent to offsetting the emissions from all of human activity on our planet during that period of time for 3 years. That's a lot of carbon. So we dream big at NC State, and we deliver, and that's why so many partners come to us to solve problems. This year, the Bezos Earth Fund chose NC State to lead a $30 million hub to develop sustainable proteins with our partners at NC A&T and UNC Pembroke. And the Department of Defense awarded us $39 million to lead a regional innovation hub in wide bandgap semiconductors, which are essential to our energy future. NC State will also serve as a core partner on the North Carolina Textiles Innovation and Sustainability Engine, a National Science Foundation project backed by up to $160 million over the next 10 years. And we received millions more in federal dollars to engineer advanced materials, study the health risks posed by coastal algal blooms, and to establish an agricultural technology corridor from here to eastern North Carolina. NC State set a new record for sponsored research awards this past fiscal year with over $517 million in funding. Our research expenditures also set a record of $633 million, which in fact puts us among the most elite universities in the country, particularly those universities without a medical school, where we rank 6th in the country for research innovation. We've done innovation as well as anyone in this country, and the work we do here in Raleigh creates new technologies and products and jobs that are out of this world. This year alone, 15 startups were launched from NC State intellectual property, and the university-based inventors negotiated 144 commercialization agreements. NC State's Economic Development Partnership also worked with statewide partners on nearly 50 projects to bring businesses to our state. That work helped us secure several new industry announcements, resulting in capital investments of over $3.5 billion and the creation of 2,296 jobs. I counted them myself. For 14 years, I've stood at countless podiums and tried to convey, oh Lord. Well, I'm not that creative when it comes to ties. Actually, the Chancellor of Carolina gave me this tie, which is a long story, but Mr. President, you took me off my game. For 14 years, I've stood at countless podiums, you've seen them behind me, and tried to convey the scale of the work that we do here, that you do here. But there's no way to capture all the good that NC State University does. It's bigger and bolder than any one person could dream. Sometimes I've always tried to get across is the generosity of the Wolfpack spirit. It's really what attracted Susan and me to NC State to begin with. And I've only seen that grow in my time here. Last year was a record-setting year, in fact, the second highest in history for fundraising at NC State. And so our friends and families have become and have always been very generous to the university. We set a new record of nearly 22,000 total gives on our annual day of giving. So many gifts that Brian Cisco got a tattoo. It's impressive. I thought it would be more colorful, I thought it would be bigger, but he did what he could do. All he could afford, I think. And the university's endowment has more than quadrupled since 2010. Through private support, we've tripled the number of scholarships available to our students. That means more paths to NC State and more paths onward for our students and less debt upon graduation. 13 years ago, our university was ranked 111th in the country by the esteemed U.S. News and World Report. Today, we're number 58 and number 26 among public universities nationwide. I can always count on Ms. Wolf. The country is taking notice of everything that you do here, your ambition, your drive, the way you get work done. Think and do, I had to get it in. And I still don't think you get half the credit you deserve. So I want you to hear it from me. This place is really special. Its mission, the people, it's very, very special. Wolfpack, thank you for letting Susan and me be part of your dreams, for inviting us to join this community almost 15 years ago. I am so grateful to have been your chancellor these past 15 years. Excuse me, Mr. President, this is, you're at NC State.
Yes, sir.
What?
Just one moment.
I haven't finished. It says
we want
take
to say, yes, that's what it says on the teleprompter.
Yes? Okay.
Chancellor, you've been a transformative leader for NC State. We appreciate you so much. We are so proud of you. We love you, all of Wolfpack Nation. And that is why it is my honor, on behalf of Governor Cooper, to present to you the Order of the Longleaf Pine, North Carolina's highest civilian award.
you had to live here 30 years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got more to say.
Although this is very quick, I'm turning it back to you. Because we know you love surprises, Chancellor. Take us out one more time. Chancellor Randy Woodson.
Thank you. Well, thank you. That's, well, I'm speechless. Okay, one more time. Go Pack.